Working in the NHS comes with more than just a salary. Most staff think that their pay and pension are the main benefits, but the NHS actually offers a huge range of perks that many people either don't know about or just don't use. These perks can be worth hundreds or even thousands per year, yet most staff never claim them. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 perks which often get overlooked, including how they work and how you can start using them today. These are real benefits that could either reduce outgoing expenditure or increase your take-home value without doing extra work, and I guarantee you that there's at least one thing you have missed in this video. Now, before we begin, I would humbly ask that if you haven't already subscribed, then please consider doing so now. These videos really seem to be helping a lot of our community, but the only way that we can grow is together. With that being said, sit back, relax, and let's dive in. So the first perks that everyone should be making use of are the health cash plans and employee assistance schemes. Many NHS trusts offer these pathways, and they frequently get overlooked. Health cash plans can reimburse you for healthcare expenses, such as dental treatment, optical care, physiotherapy, and complementary therapies. Depending on the plan, staff can claim hundreds per year, which could cover routine dental or optical costs. Even if you rarely visit the dentist or optician, annual checkups are often fully reimbursed, saving real money. In addition, most trusts provide employee assistance programs, or EAPs. These are pretty broad services, but can include counselling sessions, legal advice, and financial advice. They are completely free, confidential, and can save hundreds if you would otherwise pay privately. Many staff don't even know they exist, but accessing them is usually simple via HR, and can save a lot of money depending on the individual situation. Next up is a slightly more well-known perk, but it remains one of the most overlooked benefits for staff. This is staff discounts. Almost every NHS trust participates in national and local discount schemes, which allows you to get discounts on shopping, electronics, travel, accommodation, gym memberships, food expenses, and much more. Examples? Certain gyms and fitness chains offer 50% off memberships for NHS staff. National retail chains often give 10 to 20% off for NHS ID card holders. Travel discounts can save hundreds if you plan holidays or commuting costs. Many staff simply don't look into these schemes because they think it's only for full-time or permanent staff. But most trusts allow bank staff, part-time staff, and even apprentices to access discounts. One of the big avenues to explore is the Blue Light Card scheme, which offers a substantial number of discounts and savings across the country. This also includes a browser extension to make it much easier to see if you could be saving money while making purchases online. Even if you don't think it's a huge amount per item, if you use multiple discounts regularly, it can often exceed £500 to £1,500 per year. Number 3. Funding and support for professional development. Now it sounds simple, but there are 2 reasons that this is so useful. Firstly, these reimbursed costs could help staff progress up the career ladder into more advanced or senior roles without accruing large expenses. This ultimately provides low cost or even free training and could lead to higher pay at the end of it all. Secondly, most staff, especially registered clinicians, are required to demonstrate a level of continued development over time. These funding and support pathways are extremely useful in staying on top of this CPD without costing you more money. This is a really useful perk, and yet most staff underuse it. Examples include study leave with pay, reimbursement for professional exams, access to online learning platforms, and allowance for conference fees and travel. If your trust supports £500 to £1,000 per year in development costs and don't need to pay out of pocket, that's effectively free money. Many staff assume this is only for clinical staff or permanent employees, but most trusts include bank, part-time, and even apprentices. Attending even 1 or 2 conferences per year can save you hundreds in course fees, travel, and accommodation. Number 4. Government tax rebates. Now I know that I've harped on about this in another video, but I do want to highlight the importance again here, because so many staff are legally entitled to these benefits and don't use them. There's a substantial number of costs that you can be reimbursed for by the government, but here's a few relevant examples. If you have to wash a uniform for your role, pay for professional fees, purchase equipment or clothing specific to your role. Or if you travel for training or temporary work sites, then you can claim money back. For many staff, the uniform tax rebate alone can be worth £60 to £200 per year. GMC, BMA, exam fees, courses, even stethoscopes can reduce your tax bill. If you haven't already looked into these rebates, then I would highly recommend doing so after this video. It's generally pretty simple. You'll need your details, including NI number, employer details, and then evidence of expenses. Generally, you don't need receipts for uniform allowances, as it's usually a flat rate claim. If you navigate to the official HMRC service and search Claim Tax Relief for your job expenses, you can log into the gateway, add the details, and then submit. This is generally the fastest way, but you could alternatively just fill in and send a P87 form. This is pretty good if you are claiming for previous year's expenses, which can go back up to 4 years. After submission and review, HMRC will either adjust your tax code, giving you ongoing monthly benefit, or alternatively send you a bank transfer or check for backdated claims. I know it doesn't sound like much, but these costs can really add up. Number 5. The pension. The pension is often highlighted as a major perk, but there are specific features many staff overlook. Now, I have done a full video about the power of the pension scheme, so feel free to check it out if you get time. However, for the sake of this section, I just wanted to highlight a few benefits that people really overlook. The 3 that spring to mind are the following: additional voluntary contributions, or AVCs. Many staff don't realize you can make extra contributions tax efficiently to increase your pension or lump sum, and these benefits are worth thousands if used properly. Staff often never check their statements or ask about AVCs, so this potential benefit gets lost. Some staff can also access ill health retirement. If you have to leave due to health reasons, you may be able to get a full pension without reductions, even if you're younger than normal retirement age. Not knowing this could unnecessarily restrict choices for staff finding themselves in this situation. Finally, a slightly heavier pension perk is regarding death in service. All of that hard work over a career is not wasted, and beneficiaries can sometimes receive 2 to 4 times your pensionable pay, tax-free. Now, even without these little perks, the pension is a real goldmine for NHS staff. But as I have said before, it's really worth taking some time to fully understand your scheme to make the most of its benefits. So why don't staff claim these perks? Well, most of the time, it's pretty simple. The organisation is unlikely to make it obvious, as it would cost them significantly more money. Generally, there is just a lack of awareness throughout the workforce. HR emails often get buried, and people are too busy focusing on other tasks. Pair that with the fear that applying is complicated and the perception that perks are of low value, or not worth it, and you build a community that doesn't fully maximise their take-home value. The truth is, most of these perks are simple to apply for, risk-free and tax-efficient. Even small savings, when added up, can feel like an instant pay rise without extra shifts. So if you take anything from this video, please just have a quick look at your Trust staff benefit page. Most have a dedicated portal. If they don't, then just send a brief request via email to HR for the details. Also, have a look at the tax rebates you could be claiming. At least this way, you are fully aware of the perks you are or aren't using. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, then feel free to check out some of our other videos. Please hit the like button below on the way out and subscribe for more simple finance videos covering pay, pensions, tax, and long-term wealth. I hope we cross paths again, and I wish you all the best for your future.